Coronation Street has taken Jodie Ramsey's storyline to a far darker place as she crosses another line by threatening a teenager in a tense and unsettling turn of events. This latest twist signals serious danger ahead for Jodie, especially with the show's looming Murder Week storyline drawing closer and raising the stakes for everyone involved. Jodie's carefully hidden secrets begin to catch up with her when Olivia, a teenager she once cared for while working as a nanny, unexpectedly arrives at number 8, throwing her into immediate panic. In the latest episode, Olivia explains that she has fallen out with her parents and wants to stay with Jodie for a while. However, despite Olivia's persistence, Jodie firmly insists that she should return home, clearly uncomfortable with her presence. The situation quickly shifts as the usually manipulative Jodie appears to be outmaneuvered by the teen, who cleverly buys herself more time by flattering Jodie's baking abilities and appealing to her ego. Olivia asks her former nanny to make cinnamon bagels just like she used to when they lived together, even going as far as to say her own mother's version pales in comparison, something that visibly pleases Jodie and lowers her guard. Encouraged by the praise, Jodie agrees to bake for her, but only on the condition that Olivia leaves afterward and eats the food on her way home. Pretending to step out to gather ingredients, Jodie leaves briefly, giving Olivia the opportunity to search through her belongings in secret. However, Jodie quickly becomes suspicious and catches Olivia in the act, confronting her in a tense and aggressive manner about the real reason behind her sudden visit. Olivia then reveals what she knows, accusing Jodie of stealing something significant from her father, making it clear that she isn't there by coincidence. Although Jodie attempts to play ignorant, Olivia presses on, explaining that she is searching for a missing hard drive that she believes Jodie took from her dad. Realizing she may be in danger, Olivia tries to escape, but Jodie forcefully blocks her exit, slamming the door shut and pushing the teenager against the wall in a moment that shows just how far she is willing to go. In a chilling warning, Jodie orders Olivia to tell her father that she has nothing belonging to him and threatens her not to reveal her whereabouts to anyone, delivering the message in an ominous and intimidating manner. After forcing Olivia out of the house, Jodie appears momentarily relieved, but the encounter leaves behind serious questions about what she is hiding and why she is so desperate to keep it secret. As Olivia leaves the Platt family home, she is approached by 2 men who work for her father, and she admits that she was unable to recover the hard drive. Clearly shaken, Olivia asks what they plan to do to Jodie, only to receive a chilling response. One of the men states that they will simply follow whatever orders her father gives them. With this new development, the danger surrounding Jodie escalates dramatically, suggesting that she could soon face severe consequences for her actions. Jodie is currently among 5 characters suspected to be at risk in Coronation Street's upcoming mystery storyline, alongside Theo Silverton, Carl Webster, Maggie Driscoll, and Megan Walsh. The show is building toward a major reveal during its special Murder Mystery Week, when the identity of a body discovered by Betsy Swain on the day of Lisa and Carla's wedding will finally be uncovered in an episode set to air on May 1st. Coronation Street continues to build suspense as Carl Webster's actions may have just given Theo Silverton a powerful motive for murder in an early-released ITVX episode. As the soap gears up for its highly anticipated Murder Mystery Week, speculation intensifies around which character will meet a deadly end. Carl remains one of the 5 possible victims alongside Theo Silverton, Megan Walsh, Jodie Ramsey, and Maggie Driscoll, all of whom are entangled in a web of secrets and conflict. Following a string of shocking actions, triggering a dementia episode in Debbie and attempting to manipulate Summer Spellman out of her inheritance, Carl has made himself deeply unpopular in Weatherfield, leaving no shortage of people who might wish him harm. In the latest episode, currently available for streaming on ITVX, Carl once again inserts himself into a volatile situation, this time jeopardizing Theo's chances of repairing his fractured relationship with his son Miles. The scenes unfold as Carl overhears Theo pleading with Miles to reconnect with his mother in hopes of rebuilding their broken family. Viewers will remember that Theo previously abandoned his family for Todd Grimshaw, with the pair even marrying earlier in the year. However, Theo's darker side has become increasingly apparent, as his controlling and aggressive behavior towards Todd escalated over time. Todd ultimately managed to break free from Theo's grip and is now planning to travel to Thailand to visit his mother Eileen and brother James, raising questions about whether Theo will attempt to interfere. Now isolated and emotionally unstable, Theo appears desperate to hold on to something, turning his focus toward repairing his strained bond with his son. But his attempt quickly falls apart when Carl intervenes. After spotting the emotional conversation, Carl deliberately sabotages it by pretending to be Theo's new partner, a move that deeply upsets Miles and causes him to walk away. As Theo chases after his son, he shoots Carl a look filled with unmistakable anger and resentment, hinting at the consequences that could follow. Later, tensions escalate further when Theo confronts Carl directly. The confrontation nearly turns physical before Kit Green steps in to break things up, preventing the situation from spiraling completely out of control. What makes matters even more dangerous is the revelation that Carl possesses damaging information about Theo, having overheard a confession linking him to the murder of Billy Mayhew. This knowledge gives Carl significant leverage, but also places him in serious danger. With Carl continuing to provoke Theo and potentially pushing him further into isolation, the situation raises a critical question. Could this be the final trigger that drives Theo to kill again? Coronation Street is ramping up the tension ahead of its major murder mystery storyline, as new details suggest Ronnie Bailey could be pushed to kill Carl Webster in the coming week. In the lead-up to the highly anticipated Murder Mystery Week, actor Vinta Morgan has opened up about the motivations behind his character Ronnie, hinting that his protective instincts toward Debbie Webster could drive him to a breaking point. Carl remains one of the central figures in the unfolding drama and is among the key characters who could end up as the victim. His complicated and deeply troubled history with Debbie has only added fuel to the growing conflict. It has been revealed that Carl is actually Debbie's secret son, despite having spent his entire life believing she was his sister. A shocking truth that has reshaped their relationship in devastating ways. On Debbie's wedding day, Carl's reckless decision to drive under the influence resulted in the catastrophic Corriedale crash. In a desperate attempt to avoid the consequences, he switched places with Debbie, making it appear as though she had been the one behind the wheel. This selfish act ultimately led to Debbie serving time in prison, costing her precious moments with the people she loves, time that is especially valuable given her rapidly worsening dementia. Ronnie's resentment toward Carl has been building ever since, with the emotional toll on Debbie pushing him closer to his limit.